Hello, people on the internet, and welcome back to an episode of Legacies Talk. And, yeah. So, today is about episode 6 and 7. I did some notes on episode 6 because that was last week, but it released quite early in the day and I was already tired and it was exam phase, so I didn't record a video. Now I'm trying to find my bloody notes. It seems that I am far too chaotic to find it. Yeah. Where the hell did you... Didn't put your... Where the hell are you? Huh? Where the hell are you? I'm finding basically everything around here, just not the thing I'm looking for. That's awfully helpful, or not? Like, where the heck are you? I really put down some important notes about the last episode. Did I? No. You're not in here. Can't find you together with a few other things. And, yeah. By the way, Legacies Talk is in English now. Yes. I told you that the last episode, which was in Immortals Phoenix Rising, and I'm going to continue looking for my bloody notes. Where the hell are they? Found them. Found them. Alright, now... Well... Now I only have to find the page with the notes. Alright, this is all notes about the exams. Okay. Wow, my handwriting was horrible. Okay, so let's start with the last episode, not the one that released today that I just watched. The other one, which should be episode 6. Okay. Oh right, the MG arc. First things first. I put these down into a few categories. One, logical errors, or in-world logical errors. Stuff like this. Yeah, so normal logical, internal logical, and my problems with the arcs. So, first, logical errors. MG's arc. It's... yeah. So MG's arc is about starting to say no. I don't really get it, to be honest, but apparently that's a thing. I assume. I don't know. So, him saying no to his friends when they are obviously in need, which I'm right now referring to the scene with Lizzie, just saying no for the sake of saying no. Does work good, I think. And yeah, so right, if you render errors that is due to the nature of the emulation, that I'm using a reshade, a more reshade compatible version right now for some reason, because I don't really use reshade anymore. So yeah, we so I don't have any reshaders in here. Right, so I think I'm going to restart the emulation real quick with better settings, and we'll see each other after the cut. And we're back, and basically it was worth nothing, all this thing I did. But it appears the error has been fixed, lulz. Even though I literally, the only thing I changed was to change the aimed maximum FPS from 60 to 72. Only thing I changed. Right now I tried a few other things, like using the OpenGL renderer, not the Vulkan renderer for Chimu, but well, let's just say that the shader compilation almost blew my RAM to hell and took like forever. And so after 15 minutes of shader compilation, I said, well, this is taking far too long. I don't want to do this every time I start the bloody game, so let's just go back to Vulkan, even though it could mean I could use my quality of life mods without the game crashing. Anyways, yeah, so MG Sark. I get that he wants to be more independent and more standing up for himself and not doing things he doesn't want to. But in the process of that, just saying no, it's just like, you know, saying no to Lizzie when she was in a very well obvious time of needing help. You know? Like saying no as a friend just because you want to be more standing up to your selfish thing. That's not standing up for yourself, that's just being a bad friend. And I don't think this is the kind of, you know, behavior that you want to have a character that we are supposed to like. Which I still think is the case with MG. Like, he's a character we are supposed to like. Bloody hell. Why don't you just die? Why don't you just die? Ugh. So exhausting, these enemies. And yes. So that's something I think doesn't really work. Yeah. You know, from a general point of view, the show starts to feel more and more like the... I really hate to do this comparison, but it feels more and more like Star Wars sequels, especially Episode 8, and the whole show, and this season specifically, Episode 8, the whole show, more like the sequels. It feels like they had no idea what they wanted to do in the first place. So the idea was very good. Very interesting. You know? Like, having all of these powerful supernatural beings be at their school and having to deal with stuff like this, you know? With other supernaturals and general supernatural problems and stuff like this, you know? It had a lot of potential, you know? Taking the more, I don't want to say necessarily darker, but more of an anti-hero sort of perspective and such from the originals, you know, the tone and such, and put together with an idea quite similar to the Vampire Diaries, you know, just that they focus more on the actually interesting parts of the show and not on the whole Elena, Damon, Stefan shebang. That sounded like a very interesting story. Oh, yes, right. I have the shield already. I should check if it takes damage. Because I have an Unbreakable mod installed just for, you know, just for the Master Sword and a few other important items, you know, like basically the equipment that you get from I don't even know the English name for them, from the Titan drivers. You know who I mean? It's just, I think they're called Guardians in the English version. Wait, I can take a look at it. Just champions, not guardians, champions. The other champions. The champion weapons are unbreakable. Or are supposed to be unbreakable. Alright, it didn't take any damage. But it doesn't take any damage from perfectly deflecting these things, so... Okay, Unbreakable mod is working. Very good. Which gets rid of basically the most annoying part of Breath of the Wild, amongst a few other more annoying parts. Oh, Knight's Sword. Yeah. Goodbye, Guardian Sword. Well, that's not what I had in mind. Okay. Let's do it, I guess. Also not what I had in mind, but... well... so... okay, there doesn't seem to be any treasure chests here anymore. So we're through with the shrine. So yeah, the whole show starts to feel like the lack of an idea. We're in the 3rd season and basically nothing has happened yet. No character progress whatsoever. You know, we still have the same villain. We still have the main characters. They still have the same problems. The thing that changed the most is about the show, probably the looks of Danielle Rose Russell. You know, he changed her shape. Before, at the beginning of the show, she was more. I don't know, like, you know, I recently read an article she shared on Twitter about people thinking about how she achieved that weight change. Yes, in the beginning I thought that, you know, in order to mimic someone like Hope, she had to look more like, you know, because of what we saw of Hope, yes, don't... Because of what we saw about Hope, like, she's really, really tough and trains a lot. I thought that, you know, in order to do that, she should work out more, like, because you could see that she was not, like, she didn't look like someone who worked out. I don't look like someone who works out like this, the way Hope does, you know? Like, at the beginning of the show, she was like daily fighting training with Alaric and amongst a few other things. So, you know. But as someone with, you know, who has quite some weight on him that I'm not necessarily proud of. We've been going in the wrong direction the entire time. I never really, you know, apparently she wanted to change. I mean, yeah, I assume that works better for the character, but I mean, I want to change my way too, so, you know. Meh. It's just that, you know, she personally, in her personal life, she made more progress than her character. And usually it's supposed to be the other way around. That's the problem I'm hinting at, you know? And that is just... Alright, this flower thing, oh my god. This is probably the most annoying shrine in the game from the sheer idea of it. Yes, I cannot walk on the flowers. Yes, I know I'm not supposed to walk on the bloody flowers. Shut up, you stupid lady. I mean, it's an interesting concept, you know. I don't want to fight him because I don't know if I'm allowed to use bombs around here. And yes, the game's in German because I like to play my games in German, and I don't. And it's not like I only take this game out to play for the Legacies talk. I play it, you know, privately a lot. So yeah, especially in today's episode, I was talking about parodies and stuff like this, or lack of a plan, same villain, no character progress. and the overall feeling that they think of this more as a parody than a real continuation of the story, I guess. You know? Oh. Oh, okay, I guess. Why won't you climb on to these things? So yeah, it feels a lot like the Star Wars sequels. No plan whatsoever, and a lot like they are making a parody of the original material, which is Vampire Diaries and the originals. Just feels so... Yes, feels like a parody. Today, in today's episode, there was this woman with Alaric who had some sort of past with him, with a girl called Lana. I think, or Diana. I don't even know. Or Dana. I think it was Dana. I can't even remember her. It's like she's not any important character. I can't even remember her. And Dana had some sort of problem with Alaric's kids, with Lizzie in a special, I think. But yes, I also have a stamina mod in here that, you know, gets rid of the most annoying stamina problems, like Link drowning in water, because moving in water takes up way too much stamina, so instead, you know, moving in water doesn't take up any stamina anymore, and other things. Yeah, they also got rid of the falling down the side cliffs, or not being able to climb when the walls are rainy or wet, to be more accurate or more close to the actual words. And yeah, a few other mods in here. A lightsaber mod as well. One that replaces the Guardian ++ swords with lightsabers. Okay. And yes, and I also have a mod for, I think he's called Beetle in the English game, because of his Beetle backpack, which actually makes a lot of sense. The German name has absolutely nothing to do with the Beetle backpack whatsoever. His name is Terry, which means nothing. In particular in German. Or not that I know of, but... I'm sorry? Okay. Okay. This is going to be annoying. So, yeah, the thing I want to talk about parody-wise, Alaric was an office with this lady. I don't want to spoil too much, but, you know, we are talking about the most recent episodes, so I don't think I have to spoil at the beginning of the video if the premise is to talk about, you know, this thing. Okay. I think 20 should suffice. And basically the officer treating it was like in a bad porn movie. You know? And I mean like a real bad porn movie. Yeah, I kind of expected that. See, it's not that hard. Bloody hell. Yeah, so let's get more details. Alright, the next logical error I wrote down. The Rick used to kill supernatural, so we can't be the headmaster thing of the previous episode. Why? Why can't he be headmaster of the school if he used to kill supernaturals? I mean, he only killed the supernaturals that were bad, and, you know. Most of them were really bad people that would have been sentenced to death anyway if they could have been tried by law. Or entire life of prison and stuff like this. It's not like he killed any good supernaturals. You know? Like... So, yeah. And even if, why shouldn't he be able to make amends for what he did? You know? Why shouldn't he be able? Oh my bloody god. Dang it. You cost me a lot of arrows. Oh, and I have a mod installed that randomizes the lines they say, apparently. The lines are not randomized if the game is not in English. So they just say nothing. Which is the way I prefer it, to be honest. Wait, isn't that... That's a shrine. Right? That looks like a shrine. Well, let's head over there. Oh, treasure chest. So yeah, that's like... That's a stupid arc. I think I skipped there because it was very boring. Then, the thing they came up with this episode also took it... Yeah, I don't even know how to say it. Internal logical errors. The school has money problems and it is required to have 30 students enrolled to be a school. That by itself is not a problem, you know? I mean... You know, it's the kind of arc you would expect from a show about a school, about a private school, for that matter. I mean, it's obvious that at one point they had to have a topic like this. But... You know, the way they tangled this was not very good. You know, it felt like most of the show felt like they just put it in there because they needed something to happen. I guess... Maybe? I don't know. You know, the 30 student problem. And then the next thing that was internally so I mean, like, why did all the students leave? Like, and B, why the hell would they have this problem in the first place? It's not like the place is run and sponsored by one of the most powerful and supernatural families in the world, in the history. Oh wait, it is. Same thing with the money problems. Why the hell do they have money problems? It was said earlier. Oh wait, I can't jump from the bridge? Oh my god. Okay, I guess. Then I won't use the shortcut, fine. I'll walk there, like ancient people. The people that don't have a glider. And that the money problems. It was said in an early episode in which Lizzie, I think, had a lot of flashbacks. That Niklaus was paying basically everything on the school. Like, he was sponsoring, like, all the hardcore stuff. Or that, you know, they needed that Hope's money was basically the reason why this was a fancy private school, not some rundown place. And now they have money problems. Despite Hope still being there and still giving them a buttload of money. You know? It's not like Hope isn't rich anymore. I mean, Hope's like crazy rich still. The original's at like... I don't know how much, but, you know, I'm assuming that over the course of their very, very long life, they were always very, very well suited people when it came to money. So, like... I don't really think that the money would run out this easily. Like, and you know, like there's no reason why they should have money problems. Hope is still rich and their schools are home. And it's not like Hope isn't ready to do everything for them. They literally stated in the episode. Like, and yes, I guess that, you know, parts of a family need part of the money too. It's not like the entire family is gone. But still, they have more money than anyone could ever spend in an entire lifetime. They were immortal. And I'm very sure that they made sure that they will never have in their bloody eternal life that they never have money problems. But still, money problems. It's so stupid. It doesn't make any sense. I mean, yes, it is a fairly common used arc when it comes to, you know, stuff like this. But still, it's the problem is with the internal logic of the show. You know? I mean, I guess it could happen, but it doesn't make any sense. I mean, like, what did Freya and Rebecca do and Cole? Like, 3 people. Like, and they suddenly burned like millions and billions that the family had stored. You know? You know, for hundreds of years, they had no money problems whatsoever. And then suddenly, in like a decade, not even they didn't have any money problems at the end of the original cycle. In 3 years, what? 3 people, 3 years, and they burned the entire money? Like, or too much for them to, you know, basically pay for the home of Hope, which was basically the entire show. The original was about this, you know, about the things that they were ready to do for family, for Hope, especially. And then, like, suddenly when she has money problems, we won't take care of her anymore. Why? 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 Who came up with that? So yeah, the leprechaun thing this episode, it's just... Let's just say this episode felt like a parody of everything. Like, it feels like they want to copy-paste the Vampire Diaries without copy-pasting them, which really doesn't work. You know? So they copy-paste, like, the not the entire arc of an episode, but they always pick out parts of the Vampire Diaries, parts of an episode that lead to an arc, and then they just copy-paste it. But not good. Like, you know, when you usually do copy-paste. I mean, like, even for what it was, episode 7, it was not bad. It was not good either. You know, it was just a not so well executed copy of A New Hope. But still didn't mean it was a bad movie. For a time, it was even my 3rd favorite movie of the Star Wars show, simply because of all the potential they had, even with 7 being bad, you know, being what it is now. Nowadays, it's just because I still believed in the potential of the movie. Right now? Wow. So yeah, but it's like, I don't know, it feels like they want Josie's arc to be a bit like Elena's in the early days, maybe somehow kindish. It feels like Josie's character doesn't go from more than Lizzie's sister to person with relationship problems. That's like her entire character. You know? There was this entire search thing with the twins in season 2 wasn't done very well, but it was still, you know, done in a way that was done. You know, I mean, like, it wasn't done in a bad way. And they finally did something, you know? They finally showed, or they finally attempted to use part of the potential the characters had, and then, boom, suddenly she just decided to, yeah, well, I'm bad now. I'm gonna seal my magic away. No character development. Okay. Ferocious scale. Yeah. So, next thing. The arcs. Let's just go with Hope is still lacking an arc. She's obsessed with Landon. That's her arc. Yeah, that's not much of an arc. MG, I already talked about it. Josie. Already talked about Josie. Leo Howard's character. You know? He's in the main cast. I can't remember his bloody name. And yes, that's a mod that does this, because in the final game, in the full game, you know, the original game, you can only have 3 stamina gorges complete and 2 lines of hearts, but there are not enough. I don't know what they're called. Insignias of something, I think. Wait. Spirit orbs. To maximize this, so yeah, I have a mod that adds the missing spirit orbs, so you can have both gorges full. You know, I have a mod that takes off the limit, and I have a mod that adds, I think, 12 of these, even though just need 8 additional ones. With the DLCs included, because the DLCs included 4 new ones. I think, like, yeah, 12. Whoops. So yes, we want hearts. Or 1 new heart container. So now I'm just one shrine away from starting to get the Master Sword. I started like 2 days ago. Still haven't done any sort of in-game progress, like story-wise progress. You know, just the basics. So maybe we should take a look from here if we can see any shrines. So yeah, Leo Howard is, by the way, if you know, Kickin' It was a very successful Disney XD show. He was the main character, one of the main characters, Jack, and he's a martial arts expert and a martial arts expert wise actor. So you know, with someone like him and it's in his history, I assumed that they would let him do some martial arts like stuff, but he's in the main cast and he still hasn't done anything. Literally. He's no arc whatsoever. I mean, nothing has happened to him. I can't even remember his name. So wait, do I have... I don't have the teleport shrine for this still yet, so we'll go there and take it in then. Master Sword. So I'll probably have the Master Sword in the next Legacies Talk episode. It's so bloody surreal. But hey. Quick Master Sword. Yay! Ah, there it is. So yeah, I think that's it with the talk, the leprechaun business and everything that goes with it. This episode was like... It just felt like... Big chunks felt like parody, and then in the end there was a big reveal that was important for the entire story and everything. But it was the only important part of the entire not the entire show, the entire episode. Everything else felt like... Uh-huh. Okay, I guess. Right, what did you do? Okay, you're just a reset button. Okay. Too much power. Oh, wait. That thing doesn't lose durability when I hit this? It doesn't. Interesting. Too much to the side. That should suffice. Or not. much power. So like early orange? No, that was early orange. Why is there so much of a difference there? That's the one. Oh my god, it's not over. Okay. So, yeah, I think we're through with the Legacies talk. For now. I don't know if there's anything else. I'm trying to remember something about today's episode, if there's something else. There's no hammer for me. Okay. Well, now you're making things interesting. Too much power, no! Too much power. Yeah, and to the wrong side. Okay, I have to load it up with more power than with the last one. Too much power, or not the right direction. What the? Oh, come on. Oh, that's too much power, yep. There was one step before the full red. Well, this is gonna cost me a few swords. Not much of a problem. Master Sword very soon. So yeah. What the? That was an almost red charge. I just... What? Okay. We're not doing this. This is a waste of resources. We're going to do this when we have the Unbreakable Master Sword back. Not doing this. Gonna mark it with the treasure, so you know I'll remember to check it back. But yeah, no. So yeah, that's all from my checklist. Today's episode is just, I don't even know what to talk about. Like, no, I don't even know what to talk about. It's just so... It's so, yeah. I don't... Yeah, so... It's... I really don't get it. Like... We are almost halfway through the 3rd season. And it feels like we're halfway through the 1st season. Story development wise. You know? Like... For example, Raphael, his character, did nothing to the major story. He was main cast for 2 seasons. No bloody effect on the bloody main storyline. Oh right, he made Lennon vanish. So Lennon's going to be vanished for like, I don't know, 2/3 of this season, and then he's back and everything's back to normal. It just, you know, I'm going to continue to do these videos. It just, you know. So yeah, hope you liked the Legacies talk video. It's been an hour, which is nuts. But, hey, at least we talked about Legacies. So, you know. I hope you liked the video. Leave a comment, rate the video. It's going to take a bit of time till the next English project, you know. There's a slight change of plans happening. So, we're going to do the Empire, we're going to do the Star Wars Empire at War campaign already. Lego Lord of the Rings stopped, it was cancelled, the project, due to the game being just... Maintaining the project, the channel is a hobby. You know? It's an expensive hobby. But it's a hobby. I don't make anything with the channel. I have 90 subscribers. It's not like you can make any big marches of money with this, with these amount of viewers. You know? You can't. So, I've decided to cancel it. But anyways, yeah, hope you liked the video. Leave a comment, rate the video. May the force be with you, and bye.